We are back in the 207 kitchen getting ready for Easter with our old pal Vito Marcello from Bellini's Restaurant in North Conway. Good to have you back as always, sir.
Thanks for having me back.
What's on the menu?
We have a veal chopped Fiorentina. It's a native Tuscan dish. We're going to start off by showing you what we have to marinate the veal chop in.
More than a couple of different spices.
Yes,
what do we got here?
Fresh rosemary chopped, lemon zest, kosher salt, black pepper, garlic, and lemon, fresh lemon. So what we're gonna do, Rob, we're gonna squeeze out this lemon, and we're gonna add our olive oil.
Okay.
To make this marinate.
Yep.
I went heavy with the spices here to show everyone how thickly and how coarse I want the spices in garlic chopped and the lemon zested. I'm gonna mix this up. And remember, we want to keep our veal chops or veal steaks, whatever you're going to cook or prepare, out for at least 30 minutes before we cook them. If you don't, what's going to happen is the veal is going to burn on the outside. It's going to be raw on the inside. You want to bring it up to room temperature. What we don't want to do is do that with fish or chicken. So keep that in mind. You can pull your steaks out in chops.
I was going to say, as a rule, meat can come or should come up to room
30
temperature
minutes
too?
will be fine. Absolutely, room temperature.
But not fish or chicken.
Cook it cold.
Oh, okay.
Cook it cold.
All right, this is stirred up, and you're going to put this into the...
We're going to put these veal chop is in the marinade. As you notice, we didn't French these. The meat is still on the bone,
right,
intact. And what you can do is let this sit for around 20 or 30 minutes and marinate and absorb the different flavors.
Do you put it? You don't put it in a plastic bag? Or
you can put it in a plastic bag. Absolutely, you can put it in a plastic bag and keep it in the refrigerator overnight even, and take it out and just cook it up when you're ready. But don't forget, let the veal temp. Let the veal temp, because if you don't, it's going to burn on the outside. It won't cook evenly.
Okay. All
right, we're going to get the show started here.
The skillet is already hot. Wow, that smells good. 2 seconds after that hit the skillet. That smells good.
They know when I'm in the studio. All right, we're going to put this marinade aside. We're going to work on these veal chops. We want to cook the veal 4 or 5 minutes on each side. So we're going to get some marks on the veal. You don't want to turn it too fast, but you do want to get it hot. You want to sear the veal to lock in the juices.
About how long, for people who are planning this and want to know roughly how much
depending on the size of the chop, 4 or 5 minutes each side, and then in the oven for 4 or 5 minutes. You want it to have an internal temp, medium well, about 155, 160 degrees. All right, we're going to turn these over. Beautiful chops.
Yeah, those are great looking.
Beautiful.
Ooh, very nice.
We already sauteed some spinach. This is a Florentine dish. We like, sauteing, using sauteed spinaches and artichokes with these type dishes. I already made my Chianti wine syrup, which is on the recipe.
Well, tell me a little about that, because this is an integral part of this dish. What is Chianti wine syrup?
Well, I made this syrup up a few weeks ago to go along with this dish. We haven't started serving it yet at the restaurant, but we will be.
Right.
It's a delicious syrup. It's very sweet, but it's not as sweet as you may think, because we do add honey and vanilla bean, and we reduce it down to a very thick syrup. And it's served not only with veal, it could go over lamb nicely, and also gelato. It's a versatile sauce syrup.
So it can go people are going to be saying, huh? Did I hear that right? It can go.
You heard it right.
Or it can go over gelato.
You heard it right.
Have it over your entree or over your dessert.
I'll tell you what. You serve this at your party, people are going to be talking about it for weeks. All right, we're going to turn this over again.
What did you do when you sauteed the spinach?
A little olive oil, garlic, and the chicken stock. Okay. Very simple, very elegant. I didn't add any salt. There's no need to. We have the salt in the marinade, which is enough. I'm not crazy about adding salt to my food. I'd rather use stocks.
Right. If you put it in the oven, what temperature?
400. 4 1/4.
And for how long, roughly?
Depends. It depends how you like your veal cooked. I like mine medium well.
Yeah.
So in the oven, 7, 8, 9 minutes. Depending how thick the chop is.
But you definitely want to start it on the hot skillet.
Got to start on hot. If you don't sear the juices in, you're going to lose the quality of the veal and the flavor that we're looking for.
Okay. All right. We should probably think about plating these, Vito. I mean, Are they close to done? I think they're pretty much there.
They're about finished.
Wow, those look spectacular. I love the sauteed spinach.
A lot of spinach. I love greens. Love greens.
And now what?
We're going to bring out the gelato.
All right. While Vito is doing that, I'm going to tell you that the place to go for the recipe for these marvelous veal chops is to our website, WCSH6.com or WLBZ2.com. Go to the 207 kitchen section. As always, you've got the recipe for not only this dish, but for our recipes from past weeks and months. It's all there. That is the place to go. This looks absolutely fantastic. But you're not done because you want to put on some of this sauce.
We're going to put on our Chianti wine syrup. Wait till you try this. This is to die for. This is out of this world.
All right.
Okay.
And this goes on, again, it can go on. This can go on both the veal and the gelato that you would have for dessert. Talk about versatility.
And last but not least, our gelato.
That looks fantastic, Vito. And we are ready to go.
I'm ready to eat.
Thank you so much for coming in. Happy Easter to you.
Happy
Again,
Easter.
if you want the recipe,
Buona Pasqua.
the place to go is the website. Stay with us. Back with more of 207 right after this.